it might just be time for you to fire some clients. We'll talk about that next on this week's DeWeese Directive. Hi, I'm Bill DeWeese from VoiceOverRevolution.com. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this video. Today, talking about a topic which I hope captured your attention. It's an important one, and that is it may be time, could possibly be time for you to fire a client or two or three. And let me explain why, for a very important reason. I'll never forget the very first significant major client that I lost. It was many years ago. I would say probably, 8.5 years ago. I had a client that I was doing work for on a regular basis every day. I was essentially recording the op-ed articles for a major newspaper. They would post these on their website, and it was work that had to be done every day, and it was done in the evening. Essentially, I would work during the day, recording voiceovers, come back again in the evening, and record these op-ed articles. And it was a very reliable source of income, and it provided me with about $2,400 a month of income, which is a really nice base for me, especially early on in my voiceover career. And one day, the client contacted me and said, "Hey, we need to cut the rate that we're paying you in half. Are you still willing to do these?" And at that point in time, I had to make a decision. And that was whether I hold on to the safety of what I had, even though I knew it would be cut in half, or whether I was willing to let that go in search of new business. And I made the choice to let that go because I had confidence that I could better invest the time that I would have spent doing that job to get other better paying work. Well, long story short, I lost the client and I was terrified. I was terrified of losing that $2,400 a month. But as it turns out, I quickly recouped that and more by getting more and better paying clients. And I've been able to repeat that process many times over the past 10 years. As a matter of fact, several years ago, I started in earnest, systematically letting go of my lowest paid clients as I began to build a better reputation, more visibility, and to build a higher perceived value with clients. And so as I've been able to get better paying clients, I've been able to drop off that bottom work. Now, you've probably heard the old saying, and I suppose it's rather cliche, but it's really true, and that is, it's the old baseball analogy. You can't steal second base unless you're willing to leave first base. And when you think about it, once you've established yourself and you're up and running with your voiceover business and you're growing your career, there's only a few ways that you can make more money. You can get more clients and work more hours. And the other way is to raise your rates and to get more per project. Well, being that we are the performers and people hire us for our voice, we really can't farm out what we do. We can't delegate that. There are some things that we can delegate, such as editing, but in terms of the voice work itself, that has to be done by us. And it's a very physical activity, and obviously we can't do it 24 hours a day. There has to be some time to recoup and refresh and allow our voice to recover and so on and so forth. That being said, it makes sense to seriously consider the option, if you want to grow your income, of being willing to leave first base to get to second. But it's scary, and I just want to let you know that I completely understand that. I've been there, and I've done it a number of times, and there's never been a time that I've done it that I haven't thought twice or 3 or 4 times about it. As a matter of fact, it's an ongoing thing for me. Right now, I'm looking at 2 or 3 clients that I have that are really on the bottom of my in terms of payment scale, they're at the very bottom, and it's time to let them go. And it's hard sometimes because, earlier on it was about the money. Now it's about the relationships and knowing that I've done work for them for a long time. And I'm the kind of person, I don't want to let somebody down, and I don't want to let these clients down. But I do realize that if I want to grow and if I want to make more money, because the time that I'm spending for them right now is time where I could be cultivating higher paying clients. And I have been able to systematically grow my income using this technique, and I'll continue to do it. But I just want you to begin, if you haven't begun to thought about it, to seriously consider it. And as ridiculous and as scary as it may sound, well, I could never let go of a client. Well, and maybe it's not time for you to do that yet, but once your day begins to fill consistently and you're really operating at peak capacity, the only viable option is to be willing to let go of the lower paid clients so that you can spend more time marketing and auditioning for higher pay clients. And I just want to, testify as somebody who's been there and done that it's paid off very well for me, and I'm confident it will for you as well. So your homework for this week is to look at your client list and to look at the order of which, the money that you get. And by the way, value is not just money. It has to do with the amount of work that's generated, the amount of frustration that's generated, how easy they are to work with. But begin to consider, who can you let go of so that you can reach out to make more? That's your homework for this week. And I just want to encourage you to move your business forward by considering the clients that you can drop today. When the time's right, again, when your plate's full, but when that time happens, that's really the only way to grow. Hey, I wish you great success. Thanks for checking out this video. I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope you'll share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. And I look forward to talking to you again very soon. Take care.